Chuck. I
So,
appreciate you.
so what are your thoughts of like probably I don't want to bring up politics, but like
It's okay.
like news stuff. I mean, like what's happening in the news right now? Do you have any? Well, what do you think of the new president?
You know, I kind of
that's a
felt
double-edged
that
sword.
Trump was going to be back into politics. I know a lot of people wanted Kamala.
Kamala, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
they did. However, I knew Trump was going to be back here.
It's just a feeling, right? You know, there was. I think there was too much momentum.
It was the momentum,
and too much craziness on one side. People are just tired of government, you know. I think
that's what Trump is opposite of. He's like, let's just do. He doesn't want the politics, or the government side. It's like let's just. Oh, excuse me. Let's just
let's try something new, right?
What it is,
yeah.
And no, you're right. I think I'm not going to weigh my politics on Trump nor Kamala.
No, we don't have to.
However,
but were you surprised, or you said you kind of felt it was going that way?
I already knew.
Yeah, I kind of had that feeling.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be him.
Well, but me being a Black person, you know.
How did you feel? Let me ask you, because I have a few Black friends that really wanted Trump to be in presidency.
With the type of person I am as far as politics, I would consider myself like a staunch independent. I mean, I like some things from this side, I like some things from that side. I wish they could agree on stuff and come together for that. But what they did with Kamala trying to kind of force her down our throat, that bothered me deeply. You know, I did not like that at all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but I was not able to vote this year, this election.
I didn't either.
Because I had just moved back from Maui, and all my stuff has not been switched over. I don't have my Texas ID or anything like that. So I would have had to vote there in Hawaii, but by the time I tried to do like an absentee vote, it was too late. So I wasn't able to. But yeah, the way they handled it, you know, a lot of people are saying, well, you know, you just don't like having a woman president. And I'm like, no, I have no problem with a woman president. You just chose the wrong woman. You know, that's the way I feel about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I'm going to have to weigh my votes as you're speaking, because I felt that way. Even though I'm a woman and I saw a lot of things that she was doing, I understand.
Yeah.
And I had to weigh that. And
he saw that she had like $1 billion, and now she's 20 million in debt. And you're like, how does that happen, right?
Okay. I was going to bring that up, but
how does that happen? Come on now.
Like, you're just all in debt because you put everything into your politics. Like, Trump didn't have to do that. I get it. I mean, he had the money. He had everything he had to. I think that was the only difference.
But she raised more than him.
But the crazy thing is that he's a businessman.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I look at that is because he, as a businessman, even though he has a lot of, I don't want to say it. You know what I'm talking about. I'm going to leave it like that.
Yeah.
Behind him.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of those people that come behind him doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that, you still had a lot of our people behind him.
Yeah.
Because they knew business wise, like he was financially minded to be able. Yes.
A lot of people of color were behind him. Yeah.
They were, because financially minded, he's a businessman and he's smart.
Yeah.
Like, even though there's certain things that he does that are so unethical, I'm like, oh my God. But then there's so many things that are business minded that he knows what he's doing. I'm like, I want to slap you.
At a certain,
I want to slap you and then I want to kiss you at the same time because you're so fucking stupid for the things you say.
Yeah.
But then I want to kiss you because you're so financial minded. Like, let me kiss you.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
being
at
honest.
a certain point, if one side has just kind of gone off the rails, that's your only choice, and you're like,
But
okay,
I'm not going to be. I'm going to be very honest and demure, as we say as a new word, and mindful, because he is a very smart businessman.
Yeah.
He says things off the cuff, like I'm like, dude, I'm gonna knock the fuck out of you saying what you
he
just
says
said.
things off the cuff, but he's a people person. But then you really have to, when you look at him, you have to kind of set your feelings aside and say, okay, what is he really doing, and what is he really done for us?
You're being mindful. You're being smart in what you're saying. So he is very demure, as we're going to say, as the new word is today. He really is. He's being that.
Yeah.
And he knows what he's saying at a lot of times. Even though he says things off the cuff that we want to knock the fuck out of him. Like dude, like, really?
Like,
you really
come
just
on,
said
man.
that? I mean, like, come on, Trump. Like,
he's just making it more difficult on yourself. Yeah, for real.
Like, people love you, but then they want to hate you. Like, come on, because I love you,
and I honestly think because of the outcome of the election, there's a lot of animosity on that side. Because like me personally, I honestly believe that Biden is basically trying to burn the White House down on his way out, because they pushed him out. And then now, he's like, okay, let's start World War III. You know what I mean? Like, okay, what the heck is that?
Yeah.
And
that's where it's coming from.
Like, he was scorned, right? And I'm sure he's pretty pissed.
So where do you think the next, what is the word? There are things that have come out that are going to come out.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm
not
talking politics.
You're talking about Epstein and Diddy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. That Diddy thing is going to be crazy.
There are things that are about to come out. So, I mean, it's...
Yeah, that Diddy thing's I think that's even worse than Epstein. I mean, Epstein is bad.
Let me put my glasses back on for this one.
Epstein is super bad. But then Diddy, his whole thing, he's got like, oh my gosh, there's so many... I think there's so many more people involved in that.
Mm-hmm.
And
okay, I'm not going to be demure about it, but I mean, you're right. There's a lot more.
Yeah. If you enjoyed this broadcast, please take a moment to help us out by clicking that like button and giving us a follow. And if you haven't already done so, we'd love to earn your subscription today. Thanks for watching.